Hi everybody, it's Robin, and I'm going to share with you today a card I made for a friend of mine. She used to work with me, and she probably doesn't even think I remember her birthday, but I put it in my phone, so I remembered. And I'll show you a couple steps that I did with the card. I'm not good at videotaping while I make stuff because I change my mind too much. But I'm going to show you all the products that I used first, and I used the Sweet Stack from Die Cuts with a View. I love this paper, and I hope that they do it again, something like this, but then make some of these designs a little smaller, because I just love these. This is the green paper I used in the background, and then the pink paper I used had a little flower on the edge, so I just cut that. It worked out that the flower, I could cut the flower off for the pink. The stamp I used is from Hero Arts, and it is called the Flower Box. And here that is. The Happy Birthday stamp I used was from Michael's in the dollar bin a while back. And then the brown ribbon is from American Crafts. So, and this is I love the brown on that. And the ink I used was Jenny Boland's Brown Sugar and chewing gum. The leaf colors is the sage green from Tim Holtz. So what I did was I stamped the flower box stamp with the Jenny Boland Brown Sugar. And then I decided I would try and see if I could use my aqua pen at painting without it bleeding, and it turned out fabulous. This Jenny Boland's ink is not bleeding. I'm using the cardstock from Walmart. I think it's 120 pound. So I just colored in my leaves, and then I used her chewing gum, and I colored in the flowers. And I didn't try to make anything look even or anything like that. And I put all my inks on this acrylic block. So, and I was so excited at how well the Jenny Boland's inks works with water. Fabulous. So, I only have 3 of her inks right now, but I think when I get done and I'm uploading this online, I'm going to order some more. So that's how I did the coloring in, and then I stamped the Happy Birthday with the chewing gum. And I'll show you how I did the corners. Now the corners of the stamp are rounded in, and I don't have a stamp that will do that. So I took, now since I did that on my paper was different colors, I used white, but for the video I'm going to show you with the pink. So I took my 3/4 inch punch because I couldn't find my 1/2 inch punch, and now that I think about it, I know where it's at. So I just kind of did this, eyeballed it till it looked good to me, and punched that a little wedge out. And then I took my temporary removable adhesive and put it on each corner. And then I lined this up in the corner as good as I could. And then took my 3/4 inch punch again and used that for my guide. Voila. Excuse me. So I adhered after I cut all the corners out, I sponged everything with the brown sugar, and then adhered the green piece down, and then the pink piece I took the ribbon and wrapped it around, and I used tape on the back and fussed with my bow until I got that just right. And I didn't want it to be flat and just flying around, So I took some glue dots and I put glue dots in a few spots on there just to make sure it stayed lifted up, and then wrapped it around the edges. I guess I did not put the green down first because it's wrapped around the green. So sorry about that. And then I adhered the green and the pink down. And then I put the stamp on pop dots so it give it some dimension. Thank you. Oh my gosh. And on each of the corners of the card, I went ahead and took the corners out too, because once I had it on there, it just needed that. So the inside of the card, I put some of the green background paper on there, and then put a white piece in. And I think that pink piece I have left, I was going to put a little butterfly in the corner. Okay, there. Now I have me a little butterfly in the corner so it's not so plain. So, and I'll write a little message to her on there. But if you have any other questions about the card, just let me know, and have a super great week.